This week on Inside Boulder News, more than $100,000 is available in solar grants. Signs of spring bring new recreational and educational opportunities to the civic area, and RTD is asking for public input on potential fare increases in 2016. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. The City of Boulder's Solar Grants Program is now accepting applications for the spring 2015 cycle. The program gives eligible Boulder-based nonprofit organizations and affordable homeowners financial assistance to install solar electric or solar thermal systems.
About 10 years ago, we started to put a very concerted effort into making our homes as energy efficient as we could. For us, it's all part of the affordable component of home ownership. The more we can bring down monthly utility costs, the more opportunity there is for homeowners to be able to afford a home in Boulder. It's very, very expensive here right now. And so we estimate that our homeowners are saving up to $1,000 a year per unit in their electrical costs by having photovoltaics.
It's wonderful for the constituents that it does serve, because nonprofit organizations obviously rely heavily on grant funding for a lot that they do. Many places have said they wouldn't be able to have installed solar without our additional funding, and same thing for our low-income and moderate-income affordable homeowners. It's something that likely without this additional funding they wouldn't be able to take advantage of.
It's very fitting and it's complementary of our community. We're a community that values protecting our resources. And so not only do we put solar on the homes, we also make sure they're incredibly energy efficient, they're very well sealed, so that we're not using any more natural resources than we need to provide safe, comfortable, and affordable homes.
Since the program began in 2008, more than $390,000 has been awarded to nonprofits and affordable homeowners, helping to finance the installation of more than 600 kilowatts of solar. This program is only one of the many city initiatives designed to support the development of clean, local, affordable energy. More than $100,000 is available for the 2015 solar grant cycle, and applications can be found on the city's website. Signs of spring are popping up all over the downtown civic area, including thousands of daffodil blooms planted last year thanks to volunteers and the Play Foundation. To celebrate spring, the City of Boulder's Parks and Recreation Department is rolling out a new series of recreational and educational nature play programs. The programs are free and open to the public. This week, kids and their parents were invited to play along Boulder Creek.
They say that children are spending up to 90% of their time indoors. So nature play is really connecting children with nature. It's very important for their development. I think it's one of the most important things that Parks and Rec can do, because we have to connect the children with nature. Otherwise, they won't be vested. They won't care about conserving it as grown-ups and things, because they won't have that relationship. So we want to really get the relationships going between children and nature.
Starting April 1st, free civic area walking tours will be offered every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Starting on April 12th, the city will also conduct a tour every Sunday from 11 a.m. to noon. Walking tours will meet at the Dushanbe Tea House Plaza and explore local history and natural surroundings. In addition, a nature play symposium and workshop will be held on June 10th and 11th with world-renowned scholars. More information about current and upcoming nature play programs can be found on the city's website. The results are in from the city's first survey designed to judge the community's perceptions of risk and resilience to natural hazards, social and economic stresses in Boulder.
There were a couple of major takeaways from the survey's results. Not surprisingly, Boulder residents think we do a very good job in deterring crime, are very good at ecosystem management. We're very pleased with the response to the flood for the most part. The vast majority of people felt that our biggest area for improvement was affordable and accessible housing for all. That's not a big surprise, but it's a nice reinforcement, and it's one of the pieces of information that will go that we'll use forward in terms of planning what our focus areas will be.
The survey is part of Boulder's participation in 100 Resilient Cities, a challenge pioneered by the Rockefeller Foundation. Boulder was chosen out of almost 400 applicants to be part of the first 32 cities involved in the program.
So I think in many ways, obviously, Boulder is a very high capacity city. It's an incredibly progressive city. For us, it has a ton to share with the rest of the network, and the network ranges from Rio de Janeiro to El Paso to Rotterdam in the Netherlands to Da Nang in Vietnam. And Boulder has a lot of sort of progressive policies around inclusionary housing that the rest of the network is very interested in, but also sort of an interesting intersection around their risks and their social stresses. So there are a lot of other cities that are also grappling with affordable housing or cross-jurisdictional planning around natural resources. So I think there's a lot of potential learning that Boulder has to gain as well from the network.
The community engagement process surrounding resilience will expand in the coming months, but in the meantime, visit resilientboulder.gov to learn more and to sign up for email updates about this important project. On April 2nd, you're invited to celebrate leaders in the Boulder community who have helped to drive our economy through entrepreneurial and innovative methods. The celebration of leadership is the Boulder Chamber's biggest event of the year.
It's important to celebrate business leadership in Boulder, not only because of what it does for our economy, providing jobs as well as tax revenue, but also we recognize the special character of business leadership in Boulder that is about preserving the qualities of what makes Boulder special, environmental, social values, as well as a strong economy. So that is the nature of the type of folks we're going to be celebrating at the Celebration of Leadership, and we look forward to seeing you there and invite the public to come join us on April 2nd.
The event will take place at the new Museum of Boulder location and will include networking, awards, and special Boulder Arts Week performances. Register online at boulderchamber.com. On April 6th, RTD will hold a meeting at the Boulder Public Library to gather public feedback about proposed changes to transit fares. The US 36 Bus Rapid Transit Service Plan includes reductions in trip frequency and the elimination of some existing service in Boulder. The fare study recommends an increase in fares on all local, express, and regional buses while lowering the fare for rail trips. When it comes to deciding future ticket prices, community feedback is paramount.
It's really important that people come out for all of the meetings with RTD and share their information and their desires for the service as well as for the fares, because it's very important that RTD is pricing transit to be affordable and accessible for everyone to use for all of their transit trips, whether they're local trips here in Boulder or they're regional trips along the 36 corridor.
The fare study meeting will start at 6:30 p.m. For a breakdown of the proposed changes that would become effective in 2016, visit rtd-denver.com/fare recommendation. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.